El Gato. Home to 28 ethnic groups, each with their own distinct language, beliefs, and lifestyle, Sarawak has a bewildering diversity of culture. And with that, it means there's more room for food. And in Sarawak, it is wajib to try a few things. First up,
That's a whole different ballgame. I love mi kolo.
then,
The laksa Sarawak.
It's fantastic
Why would you want to eat mi jawa when you're all the way in Sarawak, man?
because it's delicious and it comes with satay too. I mean, I know good mi jawa, man, and this is good mi jawa, seriously.
black bean coffee.
Sarawak's own produce. I'm talking about homegrown stuff. This is a new crop. Coffee is something quite new for them. It's not very acidic, yet it does kick you at the same time. More of an earthy, pull you down kind of flavor.
And ayam penyet.
Here you got that. You hear that? Can you taste this? It's so crunchy. It's so delicious. It's so flavorful. I'm loving this.
But then again, we only have half an hour. And you know what that means? We'll show you nothing but the best.
So, in this case, I'm having Sarawakian food made by Sarawakians in a restaurant that's literally in Sarawak.
My village Barok Bistro on Jalan Kampung Boyan in Kuching is where you come for a feel-good, authentic Sarawakian home-cooked meal.
You already know this is going to be an amazing experience, okay? My Barok experience, just being here, lovely, lovely setting, is already blowing my mind. And look what appears right in front of me. Okay, so I've got a whole set of stuff. Let me explain one by one as I eat them. Okay, everybody goes for rice straight away. But over here, there's a substitute, and it's called linot, which is basically sago flour mixed with a bit of water, and it becomes this starchy texture, which you just have to dig into, stir up, dip it in sambal, and then, go for it. So I got a glop right there, we can check it out. Boom, into the sambal it goes, and into my mouth. It's got very interesting texture to it. God, it's like eating a glop of glue, though I've never eaten glue before, so I wouldn't know what that's like, but let's just try it on its own. Practically tasteless, but I'm sure if you mix it with a bit of something, it'll be great. Now, let's have a bit of something that I've been dying to try since I got here, and that is midin. Midin knows what I'm talking about, right, Midin? Anyways, midin is actually a form of fern. It's a paku pakis that grows only here in Sarawak. So this one is masak belacan. Oh, look at that. This already smells fantastic, man. I don't even know what to say. Let's hit a bit of meat in. Crunchy delish. You can't go wrong, man. You need to try this. Now, this is something I've been dying to try since I heard about it. It's called the soup dide sesa lunjo.
Basically, it's a clear soup made out of smoked shrimp. It's a process of peeling off the skin, dicing and smoking the shrimps before cooking it with asam keping and serai.
So, let's try this out. Apparently, it is expensive and delish. What really comes out is the smokiness of the udang in the soup itself. So, what you're really eating is a cross combination of it all. Imagine a smoky tom yum, that's what I'm going to call it. It's real hot. Ah, fantastic. This is what we call the umai udang, okay? What is umai, you ask? I'm about to find out myself.
I would say that umai udang is Sarawak's raw prawn salad, where it's marinated with lime juice, thinly sliced onions, chilli, and salt.
Let's check it out. Very sour, but spicy as well. It's got a bit of salt to it, but it does not at all affect the taste of the udang. And when you eat udang, you want to taste udang. Otherwise, order chicken.
And now for the umai jak. Raw fish, so you gotta eat it on the spot.
You're also supposed to eat it with this lovely, lovely sambal that they have prepared. It's dark sambal, but I like to try stuff on its own first. There you go. Apparently it's got some daun sup dayak on it, which is fantastic. When you crunch the fish in your mouth, taste the whole fish, you know what I mean? You have to try this. If you love raw fish, if you are a fish lover, you need to try this. It is fantastic.
My Baroque experience then came with a pleasant surprise, with the company of Abang Pian coming to check on me.
Macam mana?
Makanan
okey?
bang. Ni memang terbaik. Tu yang saya nak.
Alhamdulillah.
Just like Abang Pian, this place is equally as down-to-earth, warm and friendly with a touch of nostalgia.
Yang ni ayam pansuh.
Ui,
Makanan dari suku kaum Dayak.
okey.
Wow. Tu boleh dengar bunyi dia sekali.
Baru real. Baru real.
Ayam pansuh is a traditional Dayak delicacy with chicken cooked in bamboo over slow fire infused with herbs that you can only find in Sarawak.
Silakan.
Okay. It looks like a green curry, but a very soft
Yeah, yeah.
texture. Okay, let's try this out. It's rich in stock. It's rich in flavor as well. The chicken is soft, and the taste is crazy.
Crazy enough to make me go for a second, third and fourth helping while Abang Pian continues his tales of Baroque tradition. Best in the world.
Although weird, is actually very, very good. So I'm gonna make a comparison.
The best part about a hot day is that you get a better excuse for a cold treat. Just like what sugar is to ants, is suikang ais kacang to every sweet tooth. I'll tell you why.
This next place has been serving the coolest desserts for over half a century. Now ask any Sarawakian or anyone for that matter for a food recommendation, they will tell you that suikang is a must when you are in Kuching.
From a hawker stall at the Kuching Open Air Market back in the old days, it is now a dynamic shop with an outburst of creative menu that comprises of 18 variations of colorful ice treats.
Now there's a magical thing that happens when you're here in Sarawak. Time just moves really, really slowly. And for the people here, life is really sweet. And in that time, they have developed the best of the sweets. This here in my hands is what they call the White Lady. Sounds like something that came out of Narnia. It looks absolutely fantastic. There's a lot of ice in there, like an ice kacang or an ABC should be. Let's just have a bit of a sip. My thoughts exactly. They've got sort of like a jelly thingy going on over here. Brilliant. Fruity, milky, and cold. It's a hot day. It's a hot, hot day. There is no better way to cool yourself down than with this. Thank you. I'm gonna leave this for later. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a bihun belacan. Have you ever heard of a bihun belacan? Neither have I. Now, all you belacan lovers out there, right? If you look at this dark sauce that looks a bit like sarsaparilla, it's actually just pure belacan that's been brothed into water and it's been mixed with this lovely bihun, of course Sarawakian made, and it's mixed with this old fermented egg, and they even put some good old sotong kangkong in there. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm just gonna like try the sauce on the side. Such a belachani taste. This is where belachanism began. And as if that wasn't enough, they added a bit more sambal belacan. I would say is belacan perfection.
And if you think that was inventive, wait till you see their desserts. Their cendol are not made with gula melaka, but gula apong. From the sap of the nipa flower. Then, there's always that odd something something.
Now this is a weird one. So what you got here is a combination of colors. You got jagung, you got lychee, and you got Milo. So if you can decipher this in your brain, we're thinking the fruitiness of a proper lychee, that savory, savory sweet taste of the jagung, and chunks of Milo. How does it work? And it works very well. This, although weird, is actually very, very good. Suikang not only has these three things, there's a whole list on the wall that you can choose from. Like I said, time has given these guys perfection in their sweets. And if you're in Sarawak, you have to try it because everybody else comes here. It is packed, and that is why it is best in the world.
But if you ever wondered where it all began, home is always where the heart is. The original Sui Kang is still running in his house, which is now owned by his brother. With a little twist on the menu, they have sotong kangkong, alongside all the variations of air batu campur. Then, when the sun goes down, my appetite comes up. When you're in Sarawak, there's no way that you can escape from their noodles. But why would you? It's something you run to and hunt for. So,
I was told that when I get to Kuching, I am to go meet a man named John at his place. Apparently, his kway teow kerang will bless my journey.
with a lodging house above them, John's place near Jalan Green Hill, Kuching is nothing shy of mouth-watering noodle dishes that will whet your appetite, especially this one.
So John, tell me a bit about your kway teow, man. How long have you been doing it?
I've been around is 20 years.
20 years?
Yes.
Is kway teow your specialty?
With the sambal.
Nice. Do you have that tomato noodles?
Yes, we also serve crispy noodles in here.
Crispy noodles?
Yes.
So people of Sarawak, they like noodles, yeah?
Yes, because easy for them, like fast food.
He's a little shy, isn't he? Let me see if I can ask him a random question that'll crack him up.
You like musicals?
Yes.
I saw your Mamma Mia thing playing, man. Tell me about that.
Because I just go for America last month. Then I went around to Manhattan, I see the Broadway show, then see the ABBA going for the watch for the movie. Oh, it's nice. Then I bought the one CD coming back for sharing everybody in here.
This is amazing. The guy makes the best kway teow kerang in town. He knows his noodle history and he's showing me the way. And he loves musical. That's my kind of dude. Okay, I'm gonna wait for one of those,
Okay.
alright? I'm gonna go sit down.
Okay.
Thanks, John.
Okay.
Okay.
John can cook, I can eat. Fried kway teow for dinner tonight. Ooh, John can cook, I can eat. Here's the kway teow king.
This is insane, okay? He's gone through all sorts of history. Apparently, this shop was something else before. He had a master, and then he became his own master, and now he's got a disciple working with him for about 14 years. And 6 years ago, he started calling this place John's Place. What a story. But this kway teow kerang has always remained the same. Yes. Let me explain what you can't have right now. Okay. First up, it's not your typical Penang char kway teow. It's not your thing that you get in your semenanjung. Not at all, sir. You could say it's something like it, but it's completely different. The sauce doesn't have any sambal at all. The sambal is on the side. Homemade sambal, and it's fantastic. It's really good shrimp paste with that chili thing going on. It's too good. Two, the taste of the garlic is not infused in your kway teow. It's actually an external thing that bursts in just slightly later. This is something you really have to try, or you really have to recommend. It's so cool, I love it. Let me put this aside for a second. Now, the other institution, it's beautiful, it's big, and if you get it here at John's Place, you know you're not going to get ripped off because look at the amount of squids, crab sticks, and prawns. See how gigantic they are? It's very appealing, very, very appealing. So I'm going to make a semenanjung comparison now. In semenanjung, this stuff would usually be Cantonese noodle. You know, that whitish noodle, the one with the egg base. This, on the other hand, has a tomato-based sauce. It is so good. It's unlike anything I've ever had before. I've never had a tomato-based noodle, you know? This is much lighter, it's easier to go with. I love that they're generous with the seafood in it as well. That's pretty much the same. Well, of course, you're in Sarawak. Seafood is easy to come by. And apparently, it's cheap. Kuching food, Sarawak food, is innovative, it's familiar, but different. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think that's it. And I have a feeling that this trip is going to be best in the world.
Mamma mia. My. How can I resist you?
This is the ice cream of the 60s. Blah, 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 blah.
John Keats said that a thing of beauty is a joy forever. Its loveliness increases. It will never pass into nothingness. Timeless and enduring, it will always exist to comfort and sustain people.
We're talking about a cendol, okay? But he hasn't moved with the times. We're talking about 70 years of making cendol, and he's still doing it by hand.
A tradition 3 decades shy of a century, the stall is now run by Mr. Ah Hyong, who's been there for 30 years. And with the development of technology, you wonder why he likes it old school.
Kenapa you tak mau tukar you punya cara? Kenapa you pakai ini cara untuk buat tu ais? Ini cara kanan. Kan pun biasa pakai ini.
It's old school, it's alright. We call it ice mussel or mussel ice. It tastes great as any cendol would, but as you know, it's the Kuching style. It doesn't have a name, but it definitely gives you memories.
And while I was going down memory lane, I thought about the snowball fights I could have had with my friends by packing ice and throwing it at them. When suddenly, I noticed Mr. Ah Hyong creating one. Only better, with splashes of colorful syrup that's edible.
This is the ice cream of the 60s. Before there was ice cream here, there was kantong.
Kantong satu berapa?
RM1.8. For an experience you won't forget, RM1.80 is nothing. You gotta come here and try it for yourself. All you gotta do is go around town and ask them, where is that famous ice kacang in Wayang Street? They will point you here.
Once you found it, be careful not to be carried away. The kantong is so good that you may not realize where it may take you or what it can make you do.
Kantong is nice when you're enjoying it with friends, or even when you're alone. Kantong is nice when you're avoiding traffic. Ah! Kantong is nice when you're enjoying it with friends. Some of your friends who don't have a kantong will be very jealous. So what are you waiting for, mother, father? Bring your kids.
Because wherever, whenever, or with whoever, kantong is best in the world. And from cheap to chic, I believe that
A complete dining experience requires two things: great food, great atmosphere. Now, where do I find a swanky, nice place that's out of the ordinary to dine in the city? Well, I know exactly where the cool cats hang out. Meow.
set amidst Jalan Tabuan is a diner spiffier than a pimp's outfit with a Borneo Balinese tropical ambience. It's blah blah blah.
The concept of the bar bar, we just want to do a Chinese and a local cuisine served in a Western style. And we like that to dine in the really natural ambience. This is how we came out that wherever we do any restaurant, there will be plants and ponds and try to keep it in the garden more natural way. I like to call my shop very simple, straightforward word that you remember. Like sometimes when we were talking and chatting, we didn't know how to end it. We say blah, 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 blah. So I think it's something that will capture everyone, that you remember that where you want to eat, blah, blah, blah.
But the food is definitely anything but blah. And if you think that, then you boleh blah. This is a place that you can just sit back and enjoy a meal with tranquility.
What can I say? It's a bit dark, it's a bit moody, but not moody in a bad way. It's just that nice moody, you know what I'm saying? And there's beautiful food in front of me. That brings my mood up. Most of the times when you guys listen to me talk, when I'm explaining about food, all you hear is blah, 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 blah. Right now, having food at blah, blah, blah doesn't seem so blah anymore, if you know what I'm saying. Look at this, man. Okay, we're talking about meat salad. They fuse the whole thing together. It looks really classy. This, by far, is the classiest I've ever seen a meat, if you know what I'm saying. And over here, we have some crispy duck mango, or mango duck, as they call it over here. It looks absolutely beautiful. The presentation is just too nice to eat, but I'm gonna eat it anyway, so don't worry about that. And over here, I have grilled salmon, which is, you know, my main course, and it's served with some lovely, lovely money chai. or what they call over here as cangkok manis. Without further ado, I'm gonna start. Okay, here we are. I'm gonna start off with the meats, you know what I mean? The meatings, right? Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. Looking at that, there's a bit of cheese on top that's grated on it. You've got some lovely, lovely chilli in there and some carrots. That really adds to the color. When you look at it, you're like, ooh, I really want to eat this. Here we go. See, here's the thing about midin, right? It's such a thick little piece of veg that it doesn't sog up. And even if it does, you still get a crunch out of it. You know what I mean? You get out of it. Something out of the fern family. I've never had this before. So good. Okay, now I will go for the mango. The mango duck, or the duck mango. Look at that, it's so pretty. Let's just have a look at what's underneath. Okay, you got skin on top, obviously. And then you got your duck down there, and then underneath is just a slice of mango. And I believe there's something else down there, which I don't really want to find out, because I'll ruin this beautiful, beautiful bite. That blows my mind, man. You just get this burst of flavor, and the mango sweeten things up. And that is perfect blending right there. Last but not least, I'm gonna go for my main, money chai. Deep fried, really crispy. It reminds me a bit of seaweed and some sort of potato based on leaf. It's a bit of a combination of both. Beautiful. And let's go for the fish. Look at that, man. We've got a massive chunk of fish right here. This has been grilled to perfection, I'll bet. Oh, it looks so pretty, man. I hate to break you, but I gotta eat you. It comes with a beautiful sauce as well. What is this sauce? It's that creamy, mushroomy, slightly soury, salty. Gives it a little tang kind of kick to the fish. Blah, 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 blah. That's all I'm gonna say. I love the fact that it's got a really cozy atmosphere. The people who come here are all just having a really nice time. It's not one of those places you come to, like, you know, have a massive meal and you know, that sort of thing. It's not like that. It's very relaxed. It's very chilled out. As you all know, it's never, ever just about the food that makes it best in the world. It's also the atmosphere. And this place, I give it 100 out of 99. This entire thing makes it best in the world, man. I love it.
I've got to agree that blah 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 is named this way for a reason. And there's just no words to describe the entire experience. The food, ambience, and people make it one of a kind. And so was my Sarawak experience. It was simply a breath of fresh air, the kind you can't get back home.
We like the city of Kuching. We think the city of Kuching has a lot of great food. High five. My man. I don't know what else to say about orgasmic feeling. You know how it's cooked? Under the sea. Sambal is power. Wait for me!